Alright guys, let's look at Alchemy Pay on the channel once again. Now, Alchemy Pay has actually been fairly strong, and I'm quite surprised that it's been so strong lately. I just looked on X, guys, and I really couldn't find anything that would propel Alchemy Pay like this. So, yeah, it's just been pumping really in the last, day or so, last 3 days. So I didn't see anything back on X. So I'm not sure. If anybody has any information, let me know in the comments. But basically, you can see Alchemy Pay reached almost 6 cents here just on the 1st of February. So it's only about 2.5 weeks back. This reached a peak, and now it has retraced. And basically, it's still making a higher low. If you look at this, if I zoom out, guys, you will see this. So basically, let's get this here. So you have kind of a low here, let's say another higher low here. Now you have the next higher low. So still the trend actually is intact where it is now still making higher lows. But let's see, let's look here. We kind of almost double topped here. It did make a little bit higher high here. But anyways, I think Alchemy Pay is still on a good trend overall. Now, it did come back to retest this Fibonacci area here just above the reaccumulation zone. And it bounced pretty good, guys. So that is nice to see. It now is working on this resistance right here at about 3.6 cents. So you can see it pushed up against that today. It hasn't been able to break that today. Now, it does look like it also is moving into this next Fibonacci zone as well. You can see this is a little bit lighter green. This is darker green. So that's the next Fibonacci level right here, guys. So that is why it's probably facing a little bit more resistance here than usual, but eventually it probably will break through it, guys. Now, you can see here it did try to break through, got a rejection, came all the way down, retested the top of this Fibonacci before breaking it, and actually breaking it the next day and going up and hitting the top of this Fibonacci level. And so, yeah, I do think it may take a day or two to break through this Fibonacci level. And we just have to wait and see, guys. Now, let's take a quick look at the RSI. I want to see how much more strength this move might still have. On the daily time frame, actually looks pretty good. Pointed heavily to the upside. That is not bad to see, guys. Now, weekly time frame, pointed up on the RSI, so that is good to see. Now, kind of going sideways, let's just say on the Stoke here. But it is pretty low, so yeah, it could curve back to the upside and has a lot of room to grow. Now, month time frame, let's take a look here. Not the best. It is pointed down here on the RSI, pointed down here on the Stoke. So monthly time frame, not so nice, but weekly and daily, not too bad. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so it's just under the overbought territory here on the RSI, and it is overbought here on the Stoke. So that actually isn't good. We'll probably get a little bit of a pullback here. 1-hour time frame, okay, oversold on the 1-hour time frame. Now it also is pointed up here on the RSI, so that time frame isn't too bad. Now the 15-minute pointed heavily to the upside, getting to the overbought region, but it is actually pointed down on the RSI here. So, and it's in the middle, guys. So what do I take from all this? Yeah, 15-minute kind of a mixed bag, and it's a really low time frame. 1 hour looks fine. 4-hour, I would say not so good because this is almost overbought. The daily looks great. Weekly, mixed. So, I mean, let's see. I mean, let's put this on the 4-hour time frame. I do think here, let me get rid of this as well. I do think that this is going to probably hit this Fibonacci and this 3.6 cents basically. Just for a little bit, may go sideways here. That's what I'm thinking. Probably not going to shoot through like you saw back, over here. It's probably going to hit it a few times and then finally break through and move up. I just don't think it's going to be a very powerful move because some of the time frames are overbought. But yeah, overall, I still think Alchemy Pay is a very good project. Looking at the tokenomics, guys, it's one shy of 10 billion, and a little bit more than half of this is circulating today. Now, the all-time high up at about 20 cents. Now, you have an 82% discount right now at the moment. So, I mean, that's not bad, guys. And yeah, let's see what happens. Let's take a quick look at Bitcoin. Still, kind of teeter-tottering here with $95,170. It's not that far below it, so only about 170 bucks or so below it. I don't want to close this candle tonight below this line because tonight is the end of the week officially. So if we close below it, that would be bad, guys. Now we did come down and retest. What is it? $93,600 and got a nice bounce, but we just need to get above this line right now. We still have about an hour to go. And so there's still plenty of time, guys. But yeah, closing this candle below this line would be a little bit bearish. So now, crypto market cap, yeah, again, it's below this line at 3.1 trillion, sitting at 3.07. So that is not good to see. That's why we need to see Bitcoin bounce. Now, market cap excluding Bitcoin, actually, from my last video on Solana a few minutes ago, it has bounced up, I think, above this line. I think it might have been more on this line or maybe slightly below in that video about 30 minutes ago that I made. But it's holding on to this line just barely. If I zoom out, you'll see that there is a little gap here. So that is good to see. Would like to see this, pull up a little bit more, though, of course. I want to see us break 1.25 trillion. That would be even better. But, a miracle and a small win today would just be to hold this line. Now, dominance, guys, unbelievable. It's surging once again. Don't know why. It has broken this, bottom of the flag. So it's sitting at 61.31. Now, again, this is still, a lower high. If we stay here, guys, when we start to make lower highs, of course we're going to get bounces along the way, but yeah, we got to start, going down sometime. I mean, we didn't even get close to 40% or whatever, Bitcoin usually goes to, it's about 40%, 42%, around there, maybe even 38%, but we haven't even got close. So we haven't even hit the target of this breakdown as well. So, I just think this is a dead cat bounce. I think we're just going to make a lower high here. But let's see, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we shoot up like we did here. And yeah, that would be devastating for altcoins, guys. Now, liquidation heat map. Past 24 hours, basically 340 million have been wrecked, mostly longs, unfortunately. Now, February is minus 8.5% for Bitcoin, so that is not good. Quarterly, guys, Bitcoin is still slightly down, but we were up like 5% the other day, so it's not nice to see we've retraced, more than 5%. Ethereum, devastating, terrible, one of the worst, and it's a leader of the altcoins, unfortunately, but minus 21%. Now, fear and greed, 47. Yesterday was 51, so I'm actually kind of glad to see a little bit more fear in the market. That's what we want, guys. That makes the best buying opportunities. So yeah, let's see what tomorrow brings. I do think this will go back down a little bit more tomorrow. Altcoin season index, guys, still not altcoin season. We have broken below these two peaks here, and like I said, we would probably maintain those once we got up, and for the most part we have, but yeah, we've kind of lost it, lately. So we're more towards Bitcoin season than we are altcoin season. But yeah, guys, I still think we're in for a nice altcoin season soon. Now, bull market peak indicators. There is 0 indicators showing that this is the top of the bull market already. The best one, the Pi Cycle Top Indicator. Again, if I zoom in, guys, still quite far from, crossing. Back in June, we were even closer than we are now. So, like I said, guys, and I say every video, this is going to take a long time still. It's going to take months. So, now, tomorrow, the most important thing is the FOMC meeting minutes. There's not much else going on tomorrow. I mean, it's just mortgages and building permits. That's not really going to affect Bitcoin. Now, you do have like Great Britain, you know, PPI, CPI, things like this. But the most important is always American economic data. So, yeah, basically, be watching for the FOMC meeting minutes. That comes out at about 2 o'clock Eastern Time in America. Now, as for the interest rate cuts, looks like 97% think we're not going to get a cut. I'm kind of in this camp now just because this month the PPI and CPI were not good. So, yeah, you know, I still believe we're going to get 4 cuts this year. You know, we're going to do a little bit better than probably the Fed expects. So let's see. You know, it's still a long year to go. This is only one meeting, and we still have a lot more to go. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more meetings. So from, well, 7 actually, but 6 more after this. Now, crypto bubbles, guys. Why is this in the way? Now, we only have a couple of projects here that are in the green, really. Actually, a few more since I did the Solana video, maybe like 2 more. Maker, Litecoin, Tau, OM, what is this over here? Oh, DEX, okay. And this Tether Gold and Litecoin. So I think I didn't say Litecoin. Maybe I said it twice. But anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. Pretty much everything else is down about 4%, I would say, if you look at the average here. So not great. Now, if you want to stake your tokens, guys, go to Coinando. And, for example, type in Bitcoin. You will see the limits and the days that you have to stake things. So be aware of those. Do your research, guys. Don't get stuck in a position that you can't get out of later when you're ready to sell. Now, if you like this video, guys, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, and yeah, guys, become a member. And thanks a lot for supporting me.